All right, thank you. Here, this program this morning on ITV. Now, the issue of security in the country, it's very, very important in our lives. And of course, lots of stages have been followed, lots of steps have been taken by the present administration to ensure that lives or property in the country is very, very guaranteed. Now, the latest of it all is that as we speak now, there is a bill before the upper house of the legislation in the country, the Senate to be precise, and it's called the Light and Small Explosive Bill. Now, if this bill is passed into law, it then now means that as a citizen of this country, if you are found guilty to be in possession, unlawful possession of small arm, firearm, explosive arm, big arm, whatever you may want to call it, it shows that you are liable to the offense. But the big thing that some persons are saying is that perhaps this move, this initiative is coming but too late. Well, for some people too, they will tell you that there is no time that it can be too late. All that is important now is that we keep the country secured. Well, to look at this recent introduction by the President to the Senate, we're so privileged to have Mr. Nowita Igbotako, who is a human rights activist, first and foremost, and of course is a public affairs analyst, and also is an author, a serial author of many books. Mr. Nowita Igbotako, you're welcome to this
Thank
program.
you. Good morning, viewers.
You're welcome. Now, I don't know whether you share with some persons that probably look at this bill that, look, it's coming but too late. Because for them, this ought to have been a bill that we would have had as a part of our legislation in this country. Because there are too many firearms, small and large explosive firearms around in the country. Yeah. So I don't know if you share with this set of people.
Well, first and foremost, it's a welcome development. But as you have rightly put it, it's coming a bit too late. But
not that I have right.
No,
I don't put it in my own way.
Maybe the way maybe some people
putting it, yeah.
Some person said, okay, it's my opinion that it's a fantastic bill. You know, as a conflict resolution practitioner, this is what we would have expected the presidency to have done even since 2015. But governance is a continuum. So it's a welcome development that at this time, at the 11th hour, so to say, in Buhari presidency, we're having this. It's an applause, but it's coming too late. And I think the House, the National Assembly should expedite action on the bill, and so that it can come out as soon as possible. But is that really the solution to curb proliferation of firearms and light weapons? Because we know that we have several of such commissions. I think it's going to be a commission, ultimately, that they want to set up.
Yeah.
We have commissions, similar commissions all over the country, and this problem persists. This problem persists. The problem is this. Do our leaders, do they have political will? Do they have the zeal to push things and make things to work? There are several commissions, there are Niger Delta Commission, there are several commissions around the corner, but is it working? Because for institutions to work, we need sincerity from the political leadership. You understand? So I want to just throw in this quickly, that even as this new bill is a fantastic idea to curb, you know, light weapons, small arms flying around the country, that the operators of the system should wake up. The operators should wake up, because arms have, the way light, small arms and weapons have gone to wrong hands. Wrong hands. You need to see the so-called terrorists, or they call them bandits, or whatever name they give to them, the coloration they give them, or the so-called criminals, you know, in our country. You need to see the weapons that are in their hands. And sometimes politicians don't even help matters. Politicians, in the name of wanting to win elections, they will just, import arms through the sea, through anywhere, and they get to the country. And how did this call get to the country? It's loopholes. Our borders are porous. Security situation is nothing to be right home about. In as much as this bill or this process is a welcome thing, but we want to hold the Buhari presidency to put on his thinking cap, to make sure that all these institutionalized processes, because we have institutionalized processes in Europe and America, in advanced countries. What makes them to work? It is political will, political leadership, political sincerity that will make this thing to work. Even as the bill is being looked into at the National Assembly, we want to call on the Minister of Defense, we want to call on the Minister of Interior, we want to call on all the relevant security agencies. Wait a minute, Evans.
Yeah.
Recently, the Chief of Army Staff or some Chief of Defense Staff gave a directive to some theater commanders at in the northwest, west of the country, that no more excuses. I saw recently that they will not have excuses for all these theater commanders, war commanders, and those on. This means there have been a lot of loopholes, institutional failure, institutional irresponsibility, institutional incoherence. You see, for an army commander to have said that shows that there is a lot of indiscipline in the system. I was going through something about the U.S., the relationship between the executive arm and the defense staff, the highest level of military defense staff in America. These are constitutional procedures. It's the president that has the power to say, hey, let's drop atomic bomb.
We're still talking about Nigeria's insecurity, and we're looking at the recent step by the presidency by sending a bill to the National Assembly so that they consider the bill. And the letter titled Transmission of the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapon Bill 2021 to the National Assembly for consideration. And we're told that the letter is read that in pursuant to Section 58(2) of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, the President hereby forthwith the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons Bill for the consideration by the Senate. That was done a few days ago. And of course, we are told that the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons 2021 seek to transform the Presidential Committee on Small Arms and Light Weapons into a national center for the control of small arms and light weapons under the Office of the National Security Advisor. Now, we're going to be talking about all of this as we progress on the show. We still have Nowita Igbutako here. Now, Nowita, you were about trying to establish the fact that it is not sending a bill to the National Assembly that matters. It is the political will.
It's a political will
that matters. Yes. Let's take it up from there one
yes,
time.
Taking up from there, the insecurity situation in Nigeria is dialectic. Dialectic in the sense that it has been, there has been a comprehensive, studies, and it is dialectically, it has proven that there are a lot of institutional failure, institutional, irresponsibility, leadership irresponsibility, dialectically, that prove that the problem is not all these commissions being set up, whether for insecurity, whether for light weapons or small arms. That is not the problems, because it's like when you talk, the Nigerian situation is like a family, a family, so to say. If the head of the family is not, is not firm, and he gives instructions to his family member, children, and if he's not firm on such instructions, nothing will work. Because in this country, we see X-men, we see bandits, we see whatever coloration they give to them. We see them with superior firearms. How did this get into their hands? now we are talking of sponsors of Boko Haram. That is an issue in the system. As we speak, the federal government has not been bold, so to say, to name personalities. It is whether United Arab Republic or somewhere, they were talking of about 5 Nigerians who have been sponsoring security. And those who are sponsoring security are the big guys, are the big guns, the big masquerades in the system. Political bigwigs, people who have interest, people who want to be president, people want to be governors, people want to be senators.
Yeah, no, which are they?
But I mentioned dialectics. The Nigerian is dialectic because you can. It is there.
Yeah,
the information is there.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Yeah,
in the system.
No, which when we mention when we say that people have actually come out to mention big names in government, some persons will also tell you that these persons, they've only spoken in parables, that they've not. You make reference to
now, I would not say
Ahmed Gumi did.
Yeah, no,
you know.
No, I was not saying that those that are sponsoring security in Nigeria are they ghosts. I know there are some foreign collaborators in France because of their imperialistic position. I've read that as a conflict resolution practitioner. I know the interests of some imperialistic powers like France, for instance, even Britain, because they want to control Africa, they want to control the Lake Chad, they want to do this, they want to control the Francophone countries. They are manipulating things. Okay, look at the coup in Guinea. I don't want to just leave the, but it related. It was Conte or that guy, the president, was removed, though he had his own problems. The guy wanted to, he was trying to extend his stay beyond his normal constitutional powers. But security issues. So, and even before the presidency came in, the Buhari presidency, their powers were interested. Washington was interested. White House was interested. France was interested. People will ask questions. Do we, all this things come to play. And if you're talking about insecurity, it comes to play. Right, so there are so many, there are issues in the system as we talk, political way. People who are supposed to get this done. I thought to give an analogy about a man running his home. If you give instruction, you don't care whether instruction is taken. It is in this country, it's in this dispensation that a commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will give an order to Inspector General of Police, and Inspector General will go and sleep. It is in this country that the Chief of Defense Staff or Chief of Army Staff, I saw it a few days ago, telling theater commanders that there will be no more excuses. Why were excuses before? It's because things were not done. So, in as much as Nigerian people, because Nigerian people want security, because the level of insecurity we have never had it so nasty, so bad. Okay. Now, so we want things to be done.
Yeah, what do you make of the impression making rounds that perhaps the system, or maybe the government, is only trying to buy time, by trying to reduplicate already existing laws that we have. Now, if you talk about the bill or the law to control firearms, we have that in our constitution.
Is there?
So do you really think that we need special bill?
Well, in the name of, because some of us have said that the presidency is not, living up to expectations because of what we do. And if they say, okay, they want to live the expectation, they want to create a special commission, it's welcomed. But we know that it's a duplication of what other similarity in the constitution in the country. But leave that aside.
Now, if this is the situation, what do you think is going to become the fate of this bill?
I see the bill sailing through.
It will sail through?
It will sail through because we have insecurity situation in the country, and the politicians, they want to score a goal with it. They want, this is something we have done, this is a bill we did in order to find security. It is like a package, something just to show that, maybe when they want to campaign 2023, what did you do about insecurity? Now, we set up a bill, we set up a commission, but is this setting up the commission That is the issue.
Yeah.
Is it signing the thing to law? We are talking of We are talking of implementation. We are talking of what institutional functioning.
No, it's if the bill sails through, and of course we have a new commission that is going to be in control of light, small firearms.
Yes.
Don't you think we're also going to have a reduplication of government security agencies?
Well,
and if we do, is that not going to have its own implications?
Well, it will, as usual, it will. There is, the more this thing comes, the better, so to say. The more we have duplications.
The more we have them, the better for us.
Because we are saying that Nigeria is under policed, given our population, giving millions, the largest black nation on earth, and we are talking about employing more people into the Nigerian police system. We are talking about putting people in the Navy, talking about people in the Army. Now, all is in the name of fighting insecurity. But if they say this bill, when it's signed to law by the presidency, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. So I think for me, I would not say the bill should be jettisoned, that the bill should be thrown aside. Let it come and hard to fighting insecurity in the system. But we must say the fact of the matter. We want a proactive leadership. We want a leadership that has the way to get it done. We want a leadership that is sincere. We are none of this need sincerity of purpose. If the leadership is not sincere, if a governor is not sincere, if a presidency has the agenda, if a president has a script written, and we will not get anywhere. Okay. So we are calling on the federal government. We are calling on policy monitors, policy formulators, policies implementators in the system to be firm, to get it done.
Just quickly, because we have just about 3 more minutes to go. Now, the bill, I told you that the bill actually, it has 2 parts. You have the part A that talks about the small and large firearms, explosive firearms and all that. Then you have the section B that talks about the explosive bill 2021 seek to repeal the explosives Act of 1964, and of course enact the Explosive Act. And of course, if that be, then it means that it's going to regulate the manufacture, storage, possession, distribution, purchase, sale, transportation, importation, and of course, exportation of explosives for related matters.
Fantastic on paper. Fantastic on paper. But the problem persists. Fantastic. If that's what I said, the thing should go. Let's see how it works. Nigerians want their life secured. We are sick and tired of insecurity. We are sick and tired of banditry. Okay, now let's look at this. Look at the operation going on in the north central, in the northwest now. Look at the combing of the forest. Why did that not take place all this while? Evans. This is Nigerians are civilized people. Nigeria are educated people. Nigeria are exposed people. We know what is happening. For me, the recent combing of the northwest, trying to fish out banditry, is one of the greatest things that has happened to this government. Fantastic. And see them running at skater, see them running to lecture, running to this and that. Fantastic. That is leadership with bite. That is the leadership that is biting. Leadership that is proactive. Leadership that is ready.
Anyway.
So it's the same thing. Yeah. So if you put all these commissions and you put people who are corrupt, you people who have a script written to them by a godfather or by some foreign people, you have people like Issa Pantame in the system.
No, we can't.
No, it's the truth. These are the issues. You have people who you have adherents of Islamization or colonization in the system. Adherent people who have shown in character, in action, in words that there's a script written for them. Then you want to fight insecurity?
Anyway, no,
it is not possible. You want sincerity.
I can understand and
sincerity.
Emotions.
Sincerity.
I can understand.
So this bill is a fantastic. The letters, the content, wonderful.
All right. Now, this
the implementation.
We have to draw the curtain on this first segment of discussion this morning. Nowita, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just like what we said, that it's only a bill. It's not yet a law. So the Senate will have to go through it. And of course, it will have to go through various sections of committees of the Senate so that due considerations will be made before the Senate President will have to assent to it. And of course, it will go back to the President for the final accent, and it becomes a law. So we keep our tabs, we keep our fingers crossed and see what goes on as this new bill goes through various stages of implementation.